New tonight, a man charged with stabbing and killing another man outside of the Hope House last fall recently learned his fate after a 2-week trial. KREM 2's Cody Proctor sat down with the man's lawyer today, and she joins us now in the studio. Cody?
Well, right next to me is Anthony Chastain, facing a judge for the first time back in November for a second-degree murder charge after stabbing Javier Chavez. During last week's trial, a jury found him not guilty.
The summer traffic outside the old Hope House in downtown Spokane still busy. But there's no police tape outside like there was in November when Spokane police investigated the death of Javier Chavez. He'd been stabbed by 50-year-old Anthony Chastain. Police arrested him and charged him with second-degree murder. Steve Graham represented Chastain in court.
From the start, this case was kind of troubling to me because it did appear that Mr. Chastain did, act in self-defense.
Court records show witnesses saw Chastain arrive outside the old Hope House where he got into a fight with Chavez. Chastain stayed at the scene after police say he stabbed Chavez in the chest and told officers he was protecting himself after 2 men attacked him. At the time, prosecutors and police say that's not what the evidence showed, and the fight was over a relationship.
This sounds like this was an ongoing beef between Mr. Chastain and Mr. Chavez, the victim, in this matter over a female, and that Mr. Chastain got in his vehicle, armed himself with a knife.
However, Graham argued Chastain had been lured after getting a message about his girlfriend's missing daughter. After a 2-week trial, a jury found Chastain not guilty on Friday. Graham believes the reason was because the physical evidence matched Chastain's version of events.
There was surveillance video that showed that, he was jumped by these 2 men. And there was also evidence that, he was lured down there.
He says Chastain was released from custody that night and believes he's now spending time with his family after spending months in prison. But he says there are no real winners in cases like this.
Being involved in the loss of another human life is something that weighs really heavily on a man, and I know that it's something that Anthony will always carry.
Now, Chastain's time in front of a judge is not over. He's scheduled to appear next month to figure out how much money will be needed to reimburse attorney's fees and loss of wages. In the studio, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.